There's one point I wanted to make about seeing a symbol, instantly assuming what it means, and freaking out about it before even asking what it's for. I went to a hacker and security convention about 5 years ago, and on the back of the card there was a crypto challenge. The design on the back was a hint on how to decrypt it. It looks like a Confederate flag. The hint is that the cipher used to decrypt all of the letters on the back of the X shape was a cipher only used by the South during the Civil War. With that historical knowledge you can crack it, and the first person at the convention to figure out the hidden message got $500. So we went to a food court outside of the convention area while wearing the badge because we didn't think anything of it, and soon we noticed everyone around us getting super rude and giving us constant dirty looks. At first, I was just thinking, damn, the people in this city are rude, and moving on with it until one of them finally approached me and said, "Is this some kind of Confederate get-together?" I went, "No, this is a HackerCon," making my second mistake and digging that hole deeper by forgetting that most people don't realize hacker isn't automatically a negative term. On that side note, to anyone that was surprising to, do a quick Google search on what being a white hat is. Anyways, that got me thinking, why is everybody freaking out? Until I looked around at everyone in our group, noticed the badges, and said, "Hey, wait a minute, quick, everybody take your badges off and shove them in your pockets," because we didn't want to drag any more negative attention to ourselves. The point was, the badge looked like some kind of Confederate message, and it was not one. None of the people that went there were white supremacists. It was just a crypto challenge in our case. With the furry raiders, it's just a fucking paw. There's not even a swastika on it, and that's the single most important part to include if you wanted it to be a Nazi thing. The armband was simply something Foxler saw on the Second Life marketplace, thought it looked cool on his avatar, and then without even mentally associating it with anything that looked like something a Nazi would wear, he put it on his real-life fursuit and then had people freak out at him. If you want something that looks just as bad, look at the Warhammer 40k Imperial Guard outfits that people wear as cosplay. I don't see anyone freaking out at them. I know how all of this salt guarding them probably began. Foxler has money and he's generous with it. Furries hate successful people. While in a large local group, which I will not call out by name because they don't deserve the attention, I was pushed out of the group after a person in it got upset that I wouldn't date him and decided to dox me by telling everyone what my job was. After seeing what it was and that I'm fairly financially successful, some SJW in it instantly got triggered and pulled the whole "you only got that job because you're white" routine. I tried to drop the subject with them while the group started circle jerking about it, but the fact of the matter is I only got that job after 10 years of hard practice and study within the field and moving up from the bottom. I will preface this by mentioning that we are not part of the Furry Raiders, but after a while in the fandom, most people who are successful will do one of three things. Either hide everything about themselves in an effort to avoid conflict, get tired of all the bullshit in the fandom and try to leave it entirely, or do what Foxler and my mates do. Continue doing the thing that triggers all the millennials in the fandom and laugh at their ridiculous responses.